Welcome. How are you? Happy Wednesday. It is hump day. We made it. We're almost there. It's almost Friday. It is January 29th, 2025. I am Jennifer Kirk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Guelph, Ontario, and that is in Canada. Um, it's the very snowy Canada. We had quite a bit of snow overnight, and yeah, and now it's just kind of blowing and carrying on. And so hopefully you guys are all home safe and cozy in your home, and that you don't have to do too much shoveling. So I'm going to turn you around. I'm going to turn you down to my desk, and we are going to get stamping. So today we are going to be making an alternative to the January paper pumpkin kit. I'll show you a couple of others. I do have them here close by so I can show you them. What's going on in the Stampin' Up! World? Well, it's 1 month is basically finished of celebrations, so there is only 1 month left. So do make sure that you get your goodies that you want before celebration is over. If your wish list is close to $100, then you want to look at the joining special, and I would love for you to join my team. We get together virtually a couple times a month. We have a gathering where we do some stamping together, and then we also have what we call social stamping, where we get together, we just work on our own projects, and we just chit chat over Zoom. And then we have we're part of another community, so we have 2 teams that we're a part of, which is awesome. You get to meet so many beautiful people and wonderful people that all love crafting. So yeah, so if your order is close to $100, then you want to take advantage of the join special. It's only valid for another month. It is by far the best deal going. You don't have to demonstrate. You don't have to do videos. You can simply enjoy a discount on your crafting supplies while you're a demonstrator. And if you don't want to be a demonstrator, then you just drop and you become a customer. And there's no issues, nothing. You don't have to give anything back. There's no obligation. Just try it out. Come see. And you'll meet some new friends because we have such a beautiful community. Okay, so I'm going to turn you around and let's get stamping. If you guys are watching, please leave a please leave a comment so I know that it's working. And like, I would appreciate if you could like or subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. I love to see your comments, and we will get stamping. All right, so let me turn you down. I'm not going to put my video on me while I'm stamping tonight because I'm not sure that I will be able to function. Okay, so this is the Paper Pumpkin kit for January. So for those of you that don't know, Paper Pumpkin is a subscription. It comes delivered to your door monthly. You do have to subscribe by the 10th of the month. And sometimes you get cards, sometimes you get home decor, sometimes you get, whatever. It's a surprise. But what is always happens is that people make alternatives. So if you don't like the kit, and I don't know why you wouldn't like this, like look at how beautiful these cards are. Can you guys see that? Let me bring it up. So in this kit, you would get the materials to make 3 of each of these designs, okay? And then you can make them as is, and then you have 9 beautiful cards, or you can make alternatives. And there are tons and tons and tons of alternatives out there. Some of them just use what's in the kit. Some of them, like me, sorry, I have a bit of a cough going on. This time I only brought in some extra basic white cardstock, but sometimes I'll bring in some other stuff that I have lying around the craft room. But yeah, it's amazing and it's so much fun. I love making the alternatives. I rarely make the cards that come in it, and I actually don't have any to make, but you do get step-by-step instructions. Everything that you need other than scissors comes in the kit. The very first time you subscribe, you'll get a little block that you can use for all your other monthly subscriptions. And you get, they even tell you, they tell you where to stamp. They even tell you where to put your dimensionals. Okay, and you get those in your kit. So it's a really, really easy craft along, perfect to take on the road, but you can also make alternatives. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to make this alternative. And if you stay tuned to the end of the video, I will show you some other alternatives that I made. So this is a super easy fun fold card. Okay. Ta-da! I gotta make sure I'm on the camera. Isn't that cute? So all I did was I took some of the card bases that were in the kit. I cut them. I used one of the hearts that's in the kit. This is actually another one of the card bases. You can't see it, but there is little hearts on here. So this is another card base. So we're using a piece of that card base. And then this is another card base that we're using. So I just cut up some of the card bases, added some basic white cardstock, and added some real red cardstock, and we have a brand new alternative. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make that super easy. I should get a drink. All right, so I have pre-cut some of the stuff, and some of it I haven't. So I have a card base. This is just a regular piece of cardstock. Hey, Nikki, how are you? You love the kit? I do too. It's gorgeous. So regular piece of cardstock cut in half. Okay, so this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And all we're going to do is cut this in half. So this is 4 1/4. So we're going to cut that at 2 1/8. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer. Did you get a lot of snow, Nikki? How are the roads? You had to drive, didn't you? Okay, so 2 1/8. We're just going to cut that off. And we are going to keep this, okay? So this will actually become this flap here. So on this card, all I did was kind of, so this is 5.5. So I just went to, so 5.5, that's 2 3/4, and just scored it there. Okay, so you can do this, or you can even just cut part of this off so that you don't have as big of a piece on the inside. So I'll show you why I'm saying that. So when I was making my prototype, way too much snow. I agree. When I was making this prototype, I made the card, and then I placed this down, and then I stamped. And I don't know if you can see, but I had some difficulty stamping here because this piece comes into my card. So I had a lift up of my card. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm just going to chop it off. I only need a tiny piece to go underneath here. I don't need it to go all the way over here where I'm stamping. Okay, so you can leave it whole like this. Okay, see how it would have interfered, or you can cut it off. So I'm going to cut it off. Okay, so right now I have a whole bunch of pieces cut. So I have, aren't these gorgeous? Look at these gems. Aren't they beautiful? I wish we had big packets of these. They're so cute. Okay, so I have 2 pieces of the red cardstock, and this is 2 by 5 1/4. And then I have 2 layers of basic white, which is 2 1/8 by 5 3/8. So it's just 1/8 of an inch bigger all the way around. And I'm just going to stick those together, and then we can put them onto our card base. Okay, so let's do that. I gotta get things out of the way. I get claustrophobic. There's not a lot of room underneath this camera. All right, everybody staying healthy, I hope. So many people I know are sick. Oh, between respiratory stuff, tummy stuff, shingles. One of the people I work with has shingles. Okay, so we're just going to glue that together. 'Tis the season, I guess. Okay, We're going to glue that together. So this weekend is my stamp camp. Laurel, my friend Laurel and I, we do a stamp camp together every couple of months. And it's this weekend, so I'm so excited. I'm just hoping the weather stays good because we have people coming in from a couple hours away to do it. So I just hope that their driving is good. We do have an option to go if the weather is bad or if anyone gets sick. Okay, so we're just going to stick this right in here. That's a little bit there. And then we're going to stick this here, just like that. Okay. Is your week going well? I hope so. I hope you guys are having a great week. Lots of fun. All right. So we're just going to stick that just like that. Okay, isn't that pretty? Just like that, that's pretty. Okay, so before I stick this down, I'm going to do this part. So I am going to put this, oh, I haven't cut this. Pardon me. We are going to cut this at 5 1/4 and stick it down. I'm hoping that I am live on YouTube and it is working. I don't see anybody. If you're on YouTube watching this, please leave me a message so I know you're there, so I know it's working. And I'm just going to stick this here. I'm going to leave a little bit of a border, just a tiny border, just like that on this side. Okay. And then that is going to go in here, but you don't want to put that down here first. Okay. What we want to do is we want to get this flap underneath. Okay. And I'm going to do the stamping actually before. I should have actually done the stamping before I glued that on, just in case. So in your kit, you will get a stamping spot with Real Red. I like to use the big ones just because I'm clumsy and this is easier. So here I want to just have you have my, so I could put you have my heart as the whole sentiment, or I can just have you have my and put a heart underneath it. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to, you know what, I'm not going to try this because I have a feeling after today that I will not be successful. So if you are coordinated, which I never claim to be, you could go like this and just ink up the part that you want, right? So I wouldn't be putting the heart on the ink pad. Knowing me, I'd get the top of the H. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some Scotch tape over the H. And I like to kind of flip one edge over so it's really easy for me to pick it up. Okay. So there we go. I just have a piece of tape there. So I'm going to try and get as little ink on as possible, but I do need to get the bottom of the Y's inked up. So you see, oh, see, I got some on here. I didn't go far enough. Okay, I'm just cleaning that off. If I hadn't put this down, then I would have gotten ink all over the sentiment that I don't want to have inked up. Oh, can you see what I just did? I'm going to have to embellish. Ah, I have my fingers in my ink pad. Okay. You can always embellish. So you have my heart. So we're going to stick this one here. Maybe make it straight. That would be concept, wouldn't it? All right, so I can either put an embellishment down there to hide my boo-boo, or I'm going to bring in another stamp, which is another little heart. And I'm just going to put a heart there. So we're going to ink that up. And I'm going to stamp right over my boo-boo. There we go. Do we need another one? Do we need 3 for good luck? Let's put another one right here. Then it makes it look like it's an intentional. There we go. See, every mistake is a chance for creative solutions. All right, but before I keep going, I am going to clean my hands so I don't get red ink everywhere. Crazy. All right. Dry them, put my tape away. So do you guys have plans for the weekend? Can you tell that it's been one of those weeks that I'm already thinking about the weekend? It's gotta be the weekend. It's gotta be summer. I'm done with winter. All right, so I'm just gonna cut this. It doesn't matter where, it doesn't matter how long, as I have some ability to adhere it underneath my flap, then that's all I need. So all I want to do is stick this right in the middle so that it flips this way. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to put adhesive right on here. You can use whatever adhesive you want. I can use some liquid glue because I've got it handy, drying out without my lid on it. And you do want to make sure you put this down before you put your white piece down because you want to hide this flap. So I'm just going to eyeball it. If you're particular, you could measure it. And you do want it right up against the edge, just like that. Just like that. Okay, I'm just going to hold it because the one thing, liquid glue is awesome because it gives you the chance to move it to get straight, but it will also move once you get in the right spot. Okay, now this can go right in there. So I'm just going to stick this down. I'm just using my stamping seal. This is a super easy card. Like, seriously. Have you made alternatives with your kit, Nikki, or are you making the real thing? They're so cute how they come in the kit. You don't really need to change them up. I just like getting creative with them. All right, so let's stick this here, just like that. Okay. Now we're going to do the front of the card. So I have this piece, and I should have another piece of real red, which I don't. So we got to cut that. All right. So this piece here is 3 by 4. So I'm going to cut a piece. I can't believe I didn't cut that. I am going to cut a piece to be 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. Okay, and all we're doing is getting a layer for this. So, and that can go right there. Okay, so on my sample card, do you see how that's my weekend plan, time for Valentine's Day cards? Oh, every weekend that you can craft is the best weekend ever, isn't it? So on this one, I just took a piece of twine and I wrapped it all the way around. So you can do that, okay? You do use a lot of twine. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to wrap it on the white and look like it's hidden on the white layer, so you're not going to see it on the back here. Okay, so I'll show you another way to do that. So the twine comes in your kit, and all we're going to do is we're going to put some adhesive here, and just stick it on, and then we're just going to do a bow. How easy is that? Before I do that, I am going to put my heart. Oh, this one's a little bit smaller. Or is this heart bigger? This heart's a little bit bigger, but that still works. Okay, I'm using a pink heart this time. This one, I used a red heart. Okay, so let's just glue this guy down. Just like this. See how easy this card is? And these all come pre-cut. The hearts, they're just in a sheet that you can pop out. Okay, so we're just going to center it right on here. It's so pretty. And before I forget, I had, oh my goodness, I've lost everything. I have a piece of DSP. This is 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, and I am just going to stick it right here. Okay, and this is going to just be an extra piece of DSP here. So I'm going to do that before I forget, because knowing me, I will forget to do it. And you can do any, like I could have put this piece of DSP here if I had cut it, but you can do whatever you want. Whatever works. Are you making a lot of Valentine's Day cards, Nikki? Are you making them for work? Okay, so before, see what I almost did? I almost glued this down. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of snail here. I'm going to put a piece of snail here. And then I'm going to stick my end right in there. Flip it around. And stick it in here and then cut it off. If I can find my scissors. Okay, so, and then we can just stick this right on here, just like that. Isn't that cute? So sweet. I'll show you a couple of other alternatives. Yes, they're displayed at work and several are sold already. Way to go. That's great. It's nice to have a place of employment where people come in and buy your cards. Eh? That's awesome. It's feature addiction. Okay, so I'm just going to stick this down right like that. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that I'm only putting glue on this part of the card. Okay, so I don't want glue everywhere. I just want it here. So I'm just putting some here. We're going to stick this. I'm going to center this. Oops, that's not centered. Is that centered? It's hard to see because I'm not over the camera. Okay, I'm going to stick that down. Just like that. So you see the difference? There's no ribbon on the back, right? Where this one, if you just tie it, there's a ribbon on the back. Okay. So now I'm just going to put a little bow there. So we're just going to take some ribbon, tie a bow. We're almost done this card. We just have a little bit of, well, we had stamped sentiment. Stick that here, just like that. Okay, I'm just going to touch it. I'm just going to put a little glue booger on here. And I'm going to just put that right there. Okay. And then for the sentiment, so I don't know if you guys noticed this. Let me look at him. Oh, been doing a little teddy bear. Oh, a little Easter bunny. Do you see the difference in the color? I don't know if you guys can see that. So this is our basic white, and this is the white that comes in the kit. Very, very different. So because this was going up against the white from the kit, I am just using a scrap of paper from the kit for my sentiment. So this one is just 3/4. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my sentiment, if I can find my ink, on here. All right, you should see my craft room. A tornado has gone through here with getting everything ready for our stamp camp this weekend. It is chaos. Chaos. Okay, so all I want to do, I just want to make it kind of, I mean, I could do whatever kind of ending I want. I'm just going to do it just kind of like this. So it just looks like a little, I don't even know. But I do want to make these somewhat similar in angle. So let me just, there, that's a little bit closer. Okay, So I'm just going to pop these up. Dimensionals. You do get dimensionals in the kit. They are a different size. I don't know if you guys noticed that. They're kind of in between our minis and our regular dimensionals, but these are just our regular ones that I'm using here because I can't remember where I put the ones from the kit. And sorry, I keep reaching across the camera to get my stuff. Stick that there. Okay. Put that right down like that. Okay, so I'm going to just put a little, so in the kit, you get a whole bunch of hearts that come in, they come in lines like this. It's one of the cards that the card front is just a whole bunch of these put together on the card. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut one out and use it here to put my embellishment on, because my embellishment is pink and it'll kind of get lost on there, right? So I want to have a white heart to put my embellishment on. So all I do, it would be much better if I had my glasses on, is I just kind of round this corner a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to cut this corner out by rounding that a little bit. Okay, so then I got a nice heart, individual heart. I was doing some here where I was coloring them, but we're not going to use that one. And then I'm just going to glue it right here, just there. So again, everything is from the kit other than the Real Red cardstock and the little bit of basic white cardstock that I used. That's way too, and the glue, I guess. You do get, oh, it's going to squish out. I'm going to make a mess. So for those of you that don't watch me regularly, Liquid Glue and I have a love-hate relationship. I love it. It hates me. I always make such a huge mess with it. Okay, so I'm just going to take one of these gorgeous hearts and I'm going to just stick it right here. Okay, so which one do you guys like? The red heart or the pink heart? I kind of like the red one because it's a bit smaller. I didn't realize that this one was so much bigger. Otherwise, I would have used the red one. But they're still good. They still look cute. Maybe I should have switched this up around and put the pink over here and the red here and just made a complete opposite of this. But that'll be for the next time. Hey, Sandy, how's it going? You get it too, eh? Yeah. I'm surprised I'm just covered in ink tonight. I'm not covered in glue. All right. So that's one alternative card. I'm going to pull out a couple of others. Let me see if I can have them. I have them all here that I made. Oh, where's the other ones? I only have two here. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find them. I thought I had them in my kit cabinet. Put them here. Uh-oh. All right. I don't know where they are. I have lost them. Okay. So I'm only showing you two more alternatives. These ones I will be posting on Facebook. The other ones actually are on my Facebook and on my Instagram account that I posted yesterday and Monday. And unfortunately, I just don't know where I put them. Okay, so how simple is this? Is that not cute? So again, this is all of this is from the kit. The only thing I added was the basic white, the Real Red, and the embossing folder underneath. So super simple card, and the inside is simple as well. You like the pink heart, Nikki? Woohoo! Okay, yeah, the gold on the paper is gorgeous. Eh? It's kind of it's not really gold. It's a champagne. It's subtle. It's more subtle than the gold. And then here's another alternative. Again, is super. Oops, might be happy if I was on the camera. Super simple, fun full card. This heart here is from the kit. This whole panel here is from the kit. These are extras. These are from the Hearts of Elegance suite They are super cute flat embellishments, but so those don't come from the kit. But all of that is from the kit on the inside. Okay? And then, unfortunately, I don't know where my other cards are. They have taken a walkabout, but I will find them, and they are posted on my Facebook. So yeah, it is like a rose gold, Sandy. It's a very subtle. It's more like a champagne as opposed to a rose. It's not really pink. It's more champagne. So it's a very subtle pink, or very subtle shimmer. All right, guys. Thank you for putting up with my incoherent putter. I'm glad you guys joined me. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week and that you are all healthy and safe. Don't forget about celebration, and don't forget about that starter kit, because it is the best deal going. There is going to be some additional surprises coming for celebration at the beginning of February. I'm not sure what they are yet, but make sure you come back and check them out. All right, guys, have an awesome night. Stay warm. Don't shovel too much, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.